Hello, this is Constance from Mrs. T Weddings, and today I am going to be continuing the Lockdown Live series with the lovely Sophie from Bespoke Light Up Letters. So, does what it says on the tin, as well as lots of other bits as well, I hope. So Sophie is going to be joining us. I think she's just had a manic moment of running around to get ready, so I'm going to give her a few minutes, just in case she needs a couple of minutes just to get ready. But Sophie and I haven't worked together yet, so I will be learning along with everyone else all about what she does. And hello from the Blue Mark team as well. Thank you for joining us today. What a week it's been. So horrendous news for those couples that were looking to get married at registered venues in that first section, you know, from April to May. And that's just awful. I feel so sorry for any of you out there that have had to deal with that situation and plan. I know that the What About Weddings guys, the task force, have been speaking to the government, so we're hoping that there's going to be some clarity around it soon. But here she is. Here's Sophie. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. I'm afraid I'm having to use my phone, so my arm might get a bit wobbly.
That's all right. We'll keep it short so that you don't get arm strain. Just had I was just talking about the news this week about the registered venues not being able to hold the smaller weddings that we were hoping for, which is just ridiculous that you can get married in a zoo but not a registered venue.
I'm actually at the point where I can't actually keep up. I feel like, you know, I mean, we've had so many weddings postponed time and time again, where now some brides are on their fourth round, and it's just, you know, it's just kind of, give us a break, really.
I know,
isn't it?
Exactly. We thought we had a roadmap and we're like, okay, it's not perfect, it's not what we wanted, but it's something. And then to go and put this, it's like, wow, that is tough, you know.
You don't know if you're coming or going, let alone, you know, what you're going to be doing next month, next year now. It's like,
yeah, it's bonkers, isn't it? But to any of those couples out there, our heart goes out to you.
Absolutely.
If you need some help, support, just give us a shout. You know, everyone's here to help you. The industry wants to see you get married, so don't be afraid to get in touch and, you know, ask for some advice. But let's talk about you. So let's talk about Bespoke Light Up Letters. I say it says what it does on the tin and a little bit more.
And a little bit more, yeah. So we established nearly 6 years ago now.
Amazing.
Yeah, it'd be 6 years in May. And we started off just doing the light up letters. At the time, my youngest was 2. Right. I didn't want to go back. I worked in events for a charity, and I didn't want to go back to that. So I started off with the light ups, and then we progressed to the flower walls, and then we progressed to neon. And then obviously we've sort of just rolled with it, and due to obviously COVID last year, the first lockdown, I sort of thought, well, what can we do? So then we added the bell tents, and we added the hot tubs, and all of a sudden we've got a lot to offer. And the event side of it, you know, for the lockdown birthdays and
they were huge. Showers. I mean, they still are huge, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got hot tubs going out today, in fact.
Really?
So, yeah. So
not sure I want. Well, maybe when you're in the hot tub, it's not so chilly, is it?
When you get out.
Yeah. Nice big bathrobe.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I know, and I've seen you know, people even have these kind of hot tub parties for just any celebration now. You know, we're all so sick of kind of getting a takeaway to celebrate something, or having a Zoom call. But it is like, well, what else can we do to bring a bit of excitement in our lives? So you know, it doesn't just have to be a birthday; it could be anything, really, can't it? And
absolutely. You know, like Easter holidays. You know, we've got bookings left, right, and centre over Easter. For that side of things. I mean, obviously my passion is the weddings, and I miss them dreadfully. We have got, you know, we've got a few smaller ones coming up. I just sort of like a bated breath waiting sort of get back to that kind of thing.
I think that's the other thing. if you are having, and you know, we got in touch when I was doing a Sweet 15 deal, because actually when you're having a smaller wedding, in general, your wedding venue is going to be bigger than the number of guests that you're inviting, and you need to fill space, and you need to find ways to fill space that are creative and on, you know, still kind of on theme. You don't want it to be just sort of like, oh, well, let's just bung a chair in the corner. You want it to still feel like it's your wedding and everything's there with purpose. But you will need to fill some of that space, especially if you've got big venues like barns or something like that, where the light up letters, you know, or, you know, the flower walls and things can really bring some atmosphere to a space that could otherwise be a bit flat.
Yeah. And like, you know, when you got in touch with me a few months back now, wasn't it now? I just thought it would be a good idea to put a micro wedding package together, just so elements of something that you might choose to have on your big day could still be, you know, represented and making your venue look that bit special, and still making you feel special as a, you know, as a wedding couple, which is ultimately what you want to do. You don't want to be missing out having that feling of it being special. So I mean,
it shouldn't be, you know, just because we had 30 guests, we decided not to bother. It should be, we had 30 guests, we really went for it, you know. We had the most spectacular wedding, rather than because we had 150 we had to cut back in these other ways, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also what we're seeing is, you know, people, they, you know, that you've been flattened, your hopes and your, you know, ideas, the amount of stress it causes not only the suppliers but obviously the bride and groom. You know, when these weddings do take place, you know, they're going to be amazing, because they are finally happening after months and, you know, a year even of kind of, you know, that, oh, when is it going to happen? So
exactly, it'll be the first hugs that people have. Totally. It's going to be massive. So you've been doing lots of you know, brilliant things over the past year, which, you know, hats off to you. Brilliant innovative ideas, and hopefully keepers. You know, I think they're really good ideas that can stay as well. And also with things like with the weddings, the hot tubs can play in, you know, because if they've got accommodation and they want to bring a hot tub into the accommodation area that they've got with, you know, potentially a dry hire venue or something, that can make a really fun element that they could tie in as well, right?
Or certainly for, you know, bridal showers, if they're not going to be so big as what, you know, a weekend in Ibiza, or you know, a weekend round ours with a hot tub and a head. So we've seen a real desire for that. And also with some of the kind of change in types of weddings that people are going for, we're going to be offering the bell tents in a larger scale for people to stay over. If they've got like a barn with you know, nice fields and things that people can set up. And so
that's brilliant. Really good.
It's, you know, it's made you think out the box for somebody like myself and many other suppliers, obviously, and you kind of have to keep coming up with these ideas to stay ahead of the game, and you know, to stay in the game really at the minute.
Exactly. You just had to pivot, think about it creatively, and then diversify, but still staying on brand, still staying apart, you know, true to what your business is about, but just making it slightly different. So let's pretend this whole pandemic hadn't happened. Let's go back to 2019, you know, that crazy year where weddings happened. And tell us a little bit, you know, you've been running 6 years, like you said, so you've got so many different stories of kind of weddings that you've been involved with. Tell us a little bit about, you know, the kind of things that your brides and grooms in general are using your services for, and how they're using you, and, you know, what is it that Bespoke Light Up Letters really adds to a wedding?
Okay, so we've changed our tack in that we now provide packages. So we kind of bring elements together, so it's like a one-stop shop really, with continuously adding on add-ons. So that to us is, you know, we bring a seamless service, good customer service, which is, you know, lovely to receive in the way of feedback, and you know, we've got a really good team of people that work for me, so we can take up to 14 bookings a day, a weekend. That, I mean, that my nerves were literally
my goodness.
that was 5 of us working, and catered for 14 weddings. That's my biggest. But we average sort of in the busy season, it would be anything between 6 to 12.
Yeah, sure. That's still busy, isn't it? Logistically, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And do you all go out in vans delivering them?
Yeah. It depends what people are having. Obviously, if it's the 5-foot letters, they all go out in the vans, and other elements can be, you know, taken on site on cars and that kind of thing. But and the logistics, I mean, I've become quite a logistics guru, I think.
I bet you have.
But it doesn't, I'm much grayer for it. You know, because you're like, literally, you've got the life of a wedding times 12 or times 14 in your hands, and you're like, so.
That's serious. And also, you know, so many venues have specific pick up and drop off times, and you've really got to work with so many different moving parts to make sure that you can actually execute exactly as you want. Oh goodness. So so you're based in Hertfordshire, aren't you?
We are, we're based in Berkhamsted. But we will, I mean, you know, we will travel wherever if the travel is happily paid, then we'll travel to it. You know, as long as we can schedule that in to what we already have booked.
We
wouldn't take on 12 and then be all over the country.
And the 13th is in Yorkshire. I
mean,
get
to
on
start
the phone
when we
to the
first
van
started,
rental company.
Done that before. You know, at the start when there wasn't many others doing what we did, it was much easier to sort of, you know, say we can be here, we can be there. But now we're much more sort of home counties based in terms of who books us or that kind of thing. And obviously there's a bigger market for it now anyway. So people you know, I often say to people, you know, if they're inquiring from Coventry or somewhere like that, you know, do try, you will find a more local
look somewhere
supplier.
local.
It's easier to do, you know, more locally than be all over and just do the odd one or two. So
exactly. And so you've got all sorts now, haven't you? So you've got with the neons, what neons have you got? Do you do bespoke ones, or are they all yours, or how does it work with the neons?
We can do bespoke ones. So all of our neon and our light up letters and light up numbers are designed and manufactured by my sister company, which my other half he's a sign writer, and so that's what makes ours unique, really. But with neon, we've got people could quite easily have their own sign produced, and which they could then keep. You know, but we have various ones to hire out, and also neon numbers for birthdays and that kind of celebration.
I saw a lot of 30s and 21s and 18s on your Instagram grid over the past year.
They've been quite popular. They're fun. I really like them. They're you know, it's fun, isn't it?
Neons are just great. Like, they just bring happiness to everybody. There's nothing wrong with a neon in my eyes. We should all embrace the neon.
We've got some in the home.
Do you?
I'm not going to show you.
I'm just looking around my house thinking, where could I sneak one in without my husband reacting? Maybe Lou.
I need one. You must tell him.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe for my next big birthday, we'll do something around that. And then you've got Prosecco walls, which are brilliant. I love Prosecco walls as a seating plan as well. They're brilliant.
So we've also got champagne walls as well. So we've got
Prosecco,
neon. So we do two options, like a 40 flute wall, which is based on the back of a floral wall as well, which are really unique. And they can, so a single is 40 flutes, the double is 80 flutes. And obviously staff at the venue can then replenish as people take their flute. The double would say Prosecco time, and then the champagne one says champagne fizz. And then we've got the smaller sort of freestanding bar as well, which can complement the walls as well, which look really lovely.
Yeah, brilliant. And then you've got the flower walls as well, so then you can also have the full-on floral effect if you wanted.
And
And I've seen that you can put the neons within the flower walls. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks
Yeah.
really cool. I thought I like
It
that.
does look nice. Yeah, it does look lovely. And the green, we've got like a green foliage living wall,
Oh,
which
nice.
so much, yeah, it's so lovely and full. It's like really luxurious. So
Yeah.
that looks great with neon too.
Oh, I want to see that one. Send me a picture.
Yeah.
That sounds really yummy. And then and then people can do bespoke light up letters as well if they wanted.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if they wanted, we find that names are quite popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also sell products as well.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, people tend to prefer to hire. We've had
Yeah.
a few house purchases and things like that. But I think
Yeah.
on the scale that they are, you probably wouldn't want a 5 foot letter.
It's slightly
Unless you live
more
in a mansion,
dramatic than a
of course
neon
you
on the
might
wall.
do. Yeah.
Husband gets home. Don't worry, darling. It's only 12 foot. Plenty of room for this.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And so you've got a little team that are kind of whizzing out everywhere, delivering and setting up and installing and everything. How does the process work then? So people will go onto your website, Instagram, see what they like, kind of send you their requirements, you check availability.
Exactly that. Then we kind of ideally have a chat. If not, then people prefer to do it an email, that's fine too. Then we obviously check availability, and then 50% deposit, and then the other 50% would be due the month before. So
brilliant.
Quite a straightforward process. I think probably most suppliers use that kind of 50% deposit. That then confirms, gives them the confidence that those items are theirs on that date.
Exactly.
Obviously, we've had to move things many times during the last year, and
we've
kind of, we've worked as well as possible with our customers to make it happen. And we've had to come up with a couple of solutions where things have already been booked on that next day.
I can imagine. And
we do our best to accommodate that, which is good. Whereas I think communication is key, isn't it? As long as you're sort of talking with your customers and letting them know what's going on and what
to each other. Exactly. And so we spoke about location, you can kind of go anywhere, but are there any venues that you particularly work with that you go to quite a lot or anything?
Yes, so we work a lot at Ashridge House, and also, which is beautiful, love it there.
It is, it's gorgeous.
And Latimer Estate, that's another beautiful venue. They are probably our most popular venues where we get bookings for, but we also work around locally in Penley Manor, Shendish Manor, Stoke Park's another lovely beautiful venue that we do quite a bit at as well. So we're very fortunate. I mean, we will go anywhere, obviously, but those two in particular are where we find ourselves over and over again, and staff are lovely.
And you've really got the space in those venues to really put some drama in. They lend themselves well to your products, don't they?
We've got loads of scope, and and things in different rooms and that kind of thing. So it's we tend to work the same circuits as the other suppliers as well, being that kind of preferred group of suppliers, and it's always nice to sort of work together on those things.
Brilliant. And what are your most popular items that people borrow?
I would say the Superior package is the most popular.
So what's in that? Talk us through that.
So that would include a large flower wall, then either light up initials, A and B, or the big love, and then a smaller tabletop sign like Mr. and Mrs., and then a post box, something like that. So pretty much, the things that you need or might want. And obviously we also can make a DIY package up where they might choose elements that aren't in a package that we've already designed, so they can pick and choose. It
isn't computer says no if they don't want exactly what's in each of your packages.
There's element to change things or move things around, that kind of thing.
Brilliant. And with the flower walls, do they get choices in colours and things, or is it just one set colour?
No, we've got quite a variation. They're all on the website, the types that we've got, and we sort of tend to bring in a new one or a new two. We didn't last year because there wasn't really much point.
That would not be a wise investment.
No.
Business strategy 101.
But hopefully for next year we might have a few more to add to the range, or chop and change them, that kind of thing, depending on colour trends and that as well.
Yeah. Exactly. I really like the idea of this green one. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. Brilliant.
It looks great with the champagne wall.
Yeah,
really
I can't wait.
Yeah,
like this is all sounding very good. I'm very excited about this. And so with the are there any restrictions? Like, is there anything that people need to think about? Do they all need to be, do the light up letters have to be plugged in? Do they need to?
Yeah, I mean, they're all pat tested. I had them all pat redone the other week. Obviously we've got public liability insurance as well. Yeah, they can go outside. They're run by LEDs, so they're very low voltage. Yeah, but I mean, it depends really on the day and the weather, that kind of thing, whether it's windy. Because they aren't made of wood, they're made of aluminium, so
okay, so they're quite light. Yeah,
that's why they've got their beautiful sort of shape and that kind of thing. So but there are certain sort of restrictions outside, but I mean, they're pretty flexible about where they go. We provide weights as well that sit inside them at the back, so
they won't topple over.
No.
Perfect. And what would you say is the thing that really makes you guys stand out? Like you said, lots of people are doing similar offerings, but not quite the same. But what would you say really makes you guys stand out?
I think it's really to do with the products themselves. They are unique. They are luxurious. We are a luxury brand. You know, then we aren't going to be everybody's budget. But we are competitive in our price, and I think really it is the quality of the products themselves. They do really have the wow factor, and it's something that we're very proud of. And we've done many celebrity bookings, and that's you did
Holly's 40th the other day, didn't you?
Yeah,
that was very exciting.
It was. I was so excited. I hadn't been out to work on a booking like that for so long. I felt really nervous. It was really funny. It was exciting nerves, it was kind of like woo, but we do, and I think it does come down to hopefully our sort of whole kind
your
of
whole service standard,
and the way we operate as well. We're very professional, and also very what's the word I'm trying to think of,
approachable, friendly.
I hope it would be that. Just passionate, that's it. Passionate about what we do. That comes across.
It does. I think everyone that's had interaction with you always kind of comes back with glowing reviews. And I know some people that have had some of your packages during lockdown
delivered
to their homes, and they just rave about you and say wonderful things. So I think
that's what we like. If we've got happy customers, then
that's what it's about, right?
Totally.
I love that. And having the ability to use your sister company to make bespoke is just a real addition, that not many companies have available to them. So that's really valuable. I think that's fantastic.
It's and also we work very closely together in a lot of things. So a lot of the big corporate events that we do up in London, they might want the step and repeat boards, or vinyl graphics on the floor. And we can sort of partner up, and we've done quite a lot of bookings where we cross over as well. So
brilliant.
It's fun.
I love that.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Good. Well, thank you so much for your time today. It's very kind of you. I hope your arm isn't hating me too much.
I've had to swap a couple of times. I hope it's not been too obvious.
You're going to have to do the old weightlifting from now on to build up your arm strength. There we go.
Who knew a phone would be so heavy?
I know. Get a stand like me. Make you jealous. But thank you so much for your time today. And if anybody wants to get in touch with you about their wedding or events that they're having at home and want to book through you, what's the best way to get in touch?
Either on our email, which is hello@bespokelightupletters.co.uk, or you can give me a call on my number 07974 356 395.
Oh, amazing. What an approachable lady you are.
Oh, it's
well,
lovely
look,
to chat.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much. And
No
I hope you have a lovely weekend.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.
Take care. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.